Hi there, welcome. My name is Frances, and this is your yoga class for the corporate 9-to-5 worker. It's your time now to have a break for your mind and body. We have some great strength work and a whole lot of stretching involved. What we're going to be really focusing on is keeping a nice long spine in most of our poses today and avoid a lot of flexion of the spine. In fact, we're going to actually do quite a bit of the reverse of the extension into back bends. So we're going to open the chest and shoulders. We're going to stretch out the hips and hamstrings, and we're going to do some core work as well, working on our strength for our back and abdominals. So with this strength and flexibility, by the end of our practice today, you're going to feel that you're able to stand up a bit straighter and hopefully leave you feeling fantastic. So all you really need is a yoga mat for the practice today. But if you have a yoga strap and some yoga blocks, you can always have those handy. And I'll let you know when we will be using those today, if you decide to use them. So take your time, set yourself up, and pause on this video, and then we get to enjoy this beautiful view and this beautiful practice ahead. So I'll see you soon. So to begin our practice today, we're going to start on our stomach. If you're joining pregnant today, you can begin our practice in child's pose. So when you're ready, bring ourselves down. Now here, you can cross your arms and lift your forehead on top. And you take a moment here to settle in, so feel free to relax your body and close your eyes. So to feel that connection with your breath, noticing your inhale and exhale. And also start to relax your mind as you connect to this very present moment in time. Ready, you can open your eyes and lift your forehead. From here, we're going to be stretching our arms forward and starting with some work to warm up our core muscles, really targeting the muscles of our back. So here, staying connected with your breath, we're going to draw the abdominals and squeeze the buttocks. Now, keeping your arms and legs straight, reaching out through fingers and toes. On your inhale, lift up your arms, legs, and chest. And then exhale, lower it all the way back down. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. So connecting to those muscles we're using here to lift the arms, legs, and chest. Next time as you inhale, lift up. We're going to hold it here. We're going to come to locust. Sweep your arms back and externally rotate the shoulders back and turn your thumbs to face up to the ceiling. Arch to the sky. We're squeezing our shoulder blades together, reaching back, opening the chest. And with our chest up a little higher, feel free to look forward. Turn the palms of your hands to face up to the sky and rest the right side of your head down. Feel free to close your eyes here. We'll take a moment to relax and restore. Bringing your head back to center, we're going to stretch those arms forward again. and reset here. As we pull the belly in towards spine and squeeze the buttocks, arms and legs straight, and moving with your breath. Inhale, lift up, arms, legs, and chest, and then exhale, taking it back down. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, lower. Now with this movement, with your gaze, continue to look down at your mat. We want to avoid any strain in our neck today. We're going to be coming back into that locust. Next time, inhale, lift up, and let's sweep the arms back, squeeze your shoulder blades together as if you were stretching your chest. Turn the thumbs to face up, looking forward if that's comfortable for your neck. And now breathe here. And release down. Palms or hands face up. This time, resting the left side of your head down. Again, feel free to close your eyes and relax. Open your eyes and bring your head back to center. Let's stretch the arms forward, and we'll do that one last time. Pulling belly towards spine, squeezing buttocks, reaching out through fingers and toes. So when you're ready, inhale, lift, and then exhale, lower. So here, maybe already starting to feel some warmth building in your body. Using the strength of our posterior chain as well to help support us today in our back bend. Now next time, as you inhale, lift back up. And into that locust, sweep the arms back, thumbs up, squeezing shoulder blades, seeing if we can lift the chest a little higher, lift the legs, taking that bend out of the knees. And nice and easy, let's release down. Wonderful. So this time we're going to bring the arms forward, hands into our mat under shoulders, and we're going to make our way to child's pose. So brace the abs, press down through hands and knees as you push the buttocks back. Bring your feet together, but keep the knees apart. Go ahead, sit into the heels. It's a nice stretch into the lower back. You can rest your forehead down, relax, and restore. As you open your eyes and lift your forehead, we're going to come up to our hands and knees and bring ourselves into a table position with our knees under hips and hands under shoulders. And what we're going to do now is give a nice stretch to the fingers, the wrists, and the forearms. So if we do a lot of typing within our day, maybe not at work, maybe it's at home after work on the phone texting or emailing, these muscles can get really tight, even if we do a lot of heavy lifting for work. So with our hands, let's try it out. Turn your fingers to face out to the sides and see how that stretch feels. Shouldn't feel painful, so nothing should feel forced today. But we do want to feel a stretch if we can. So if we don't feel it, turn your fingers to face towards your knees and see how that feels. Now, if we are quite flexible in this area of the body, into the wrist, into the forearm muscles, and you need more, still keep your hands grounded, fingers towards knees, but simply pushing your hips back. And there, maybe we'll feel a bit more. Now, if the hips are pushed back, bring them forward once again, and let's rotate our hands so the fingers now face forward. We're going to be setting up for plank, so crawl yourself if needed to the front of your mat, so the hands are right at the front of your mat, shoulder width apart. We're spreading your fingers as the middle fingers point straight ahead. Now brace your abs once again, pulling belly in towards spine, chest comes forward. So in a plank, shoulders are over wrists. Now from kneeling plank, full plank, curl your toes, lift the knees, and then from here we'll make our way to downward dog, pushing the buttocks back, feeling that curve stretch into the back of the legs. Now from here we're going to flow into our sun salutations as we continue to warm up our body and get our blood circulating. So at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look between your hands, and step the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together, and then exhale, fold it forward. Now lots of knee bend here. You set your hands for plank. We're going to step it back to plank and engage the abdominals and squeeze the buttocks as well. So as we're holding our planks today, we'll continue to build that core strength. Now you can stay on the toes, or if we're starting out today, we can always simply lower down to the knees for a bit less. Your gaze can be right between your hands, and we're going to hold strong into this plank. Continue to hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if you're on the toes, feel free to join me on the knees. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows pointing back to all the way down until your toes. Squeeze your buttocks, squeeze the elbows in, press through the head, find a baby back bend. See how that extension feels into the spine. Now let's curl our toes into our mat. Big push into that downward dog. So here, tilting your tailbone up to the sky and continuing to push the buttocks back. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look between the hands, and step your feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together, and then exhale, fold it forward. Bend your knees again, set hands for plank, step, or if you like, you can hop it back to plank. You decide staying on the toes or lowering down to knees. Let's hold it in plank for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if you like more, you can stay on the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. If you like upward dog this time, only need to come halfway down. Uncurl your toes and inhale through to upward dog. Don't forget to open your chest here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, looking forward. Let's curl our toes into our mat and push it back into that downward dog. Continue to spread your fingers, nod your chin in as you look between your knees. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, step, or hop the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together, and then exhale, fold it forward. Bend the knees, set hands for plank, steps, or hop back to plank. Knees or toes, you decide, and let's hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So as you start to acknowledge how your body is feeling today, if you ever need to rest, you can sit back into child's pose. At the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, step, or hop the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, fold it forward. Set those hands for plank. Step or hop back to plank. And let's hold here. Make sure our back is not dropping, our pelvis. Keep it all in line. We also don't want to be here with our bum to the sky. Level out the body. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now this time we're going to inhale, bend our knees and lunge your right foot forward. If we can, set up a kneeling lunge, lower left knee down to your mat, uncurl the back toes, come up, hands to thighs. So now we're stretching to the front of the hip flexor. So we're going to sink the hips forward. Chest is up. Now if we can add on a stretch for the chest, take the hands behind, interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, arms lengthening, knuckles thrust down. And if your balance will allow today, you can lift your chin and look up towards the sky. Feel that nice opening and stretch for the front of your body. And as you look forward, you can release the fingers, and we're going to set our hands for plank. Curl the back toes, lift your knees, right leg comes back to plank. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now let's inhale, bend your knees and lunge the left foot forward. Set your lunge, lower right knee down to your mat, uncurl the back toes, come up, hands onto that front thigh. So again, we're going to sink the hips forward, feel that stretching to the front of your hip. Chest is up, shoulders relax. If adding that stretch for the chest, take your hands behind, interlace your fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen the arms, press the knuckles down. And if you like, lifting your chin. And as you look forward, release the fingers, set hands for plank. Curl back toes, lift your knee, left leg comes back to plank, and let's hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So start to feel now that greater warmth building in your body. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, step, or hop the feet through. Now sweep the arms up, arms together. Exhale, roll it forward. Set hands for plank, step, or hop back to plank. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, bend your knees, lunge your right foot forward. Set your lunge, lower knee, uncurl toes, come up, hands to thighs. And sinking the hips forward to that hip flexor stretch. Take the hands behind, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the knuckles down, and if you like, lift your chin. Then look forward, release the fingers, set hands for plank. Curl toes, lift knees, right leg back to plank. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, bend your knees, lunge your left foot forward, set your lunge, lower your knees, uncurl toes, come up, hands to thighs. Then you can sink your hips forward to that hip flexor stretch. Take the hands behind, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the knuckles down, and if it feels good, lift your chin. And look forward, release the fingers, set hands for plank. Curl toes, lift knees, left leg back to plank. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, step or hop the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. One more time. Exhale, fold it forward. And hands for plank, step or hop back to plank. And if we're starting to feel fatigue with these planks, it's okay. Again, lower down to the knees. Keep pushing strongly through the hands. Pull belly in towards spine. Keep holding here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend our knees, lunge the right foot forward, lower knees, uncurl toes, come up, hands to thigh. Let's swing the hips forward, hands behind as we open our chest and lift the chin. Look forward, release the fingers, set hands for plank, curl toes with knees, right leg back to plank. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend our knees, lunge the left foot forward, lower knee, uncurl toes, come up, hands to thigh. Let's sink the hips forward, hands behind as you open your chest and lift your chin. Look forward, release the fingers, set hands for plank, curl toes, lift knees, left leg back to plank. Last time we hold our plank, so see if we can get up onto the toes for this one. If not, knees are great, but let's hold this last plank together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right, so now that the spine is warmed up, we're going to come to our first back bend, camel pose. So here in downward dog, have your feet about hip to shoulder width apart, and then lower your knees down to your mat about hip to shoulder width apart. We're going to come all the way up to our knees. Now keep your toes curled into your mat. Now remember that strength at the start of the practice in locust. We're going to be using that strength of our back here to support the spine. So let's squeeze the buttocks, bring the hands to the back of the pelvis, and then we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together as we open our chest as well. You're going to push the pelvis forward, lift your chin, and look to the sky, taking it into a baby back bend. We are just starting our practice here, so maybe this is enough in time. If we need more, we can take our hands and hold the heels instead, but we don't want the hips pushing back. Keep the hips forward, keep looking to the sky, feel a greater stretching opening through chest, abdominals, hip flexors, and thighs. Now if you still need more, uncurl the toes, come to the tops of the feet, and bring the palms of your hands onto the soles of your feet. Now keep breathing here, keep engaging those back muscles, keep squeezing your buttocks. This is a good one for our posture. Opening the chest, taking care of those rounded shoulders and that rounded back. Opening everything back up. Now keep engaging that back side. If your hands are to your feet, bring them back to the pelvis. Support yourself here. And then as you look forward, we can use that strength to safely come back up. And then hands can release. feet together, knees stay apart, sit down into the heels. Let's come to a nice child's pose. Lean it forward, hands in front, slide them forward, rest forehead down to your mat. Relax your body, relax and restore. Ready, you can open your eyes, lift your forehead. Let's come back up to the hands and knees and set up for plank. You can separate your feet, hands to the front of your mat, chest forward, curl toes, lift knees. Then we'll push the buttocks back into that downward dog. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, step, or hop the feet through. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together, and then exhale, mountain pose. All right, we're gonna move now into our standing poses. We're gonna be setting up with Warrior 2, then taking it into Sun Warrior, followed by right angle. So we're gonna be using now that strength of our legs as we work more into the flexibility of the spine. So here, join me facing each other. We're gonna take our feet as wide as we can apart, especially if we have really long legs. We're gonna take a good long stance. Then from here, turn your left toes pointing to the back of your mat. And then right toes face straight ahead. Now keep that straight leg straight and active. We're gonna bend this knee and line it up with the ankle. Shoulders over hips, lengthen spine, and then bring those arms out nice and wide. Reach out through the fingers. Now you can turn your gaze, look towards left fingertips. So we start by feeling grounded in our lunge, grounded by both feet. And as we continue to work into the legs here, we're going to build some greater heat as well if we're not feeling that already. Now stay into that lunge, Sun Warrior, into our back bend. Hand to the back of the hamstring, reach the other arm to the sky, look up at your thumb. Now if you need a deeper back bend, slide the hand further down towards your calf, open your heart to the sky. And as we take this now to a side bend, right angle, stay in that lunge, let's windmill the arms, forearm onto thigh, other arm reaches on the angle, reach out through the fingers, feel that stretch into the side of the ribs and waistline. Now if you like more, sink deeper into that lunge, you can bring this hand by the inside of your foot but keep reaching on the angle. Another option is to take it to a bind. This comes with greater flexibility into the chest and shoulders. You take the arm over your back, this arm comes underneath the leg as you clasp your hands together. Now stay into that lunge, but also open your chest. You can look up to the sky. And as you bring your head back to center, you're in that bind, hands can release, the strength of our legs, let's come back up. And let's do that on the other side. So pivot the foot in, turn the other toes facing to the front of your mat. Ground your feet. This is what's gonna help keep us a strong foundation, keep us steady. So now this leg stays straight. Let's bend that other knee, sink into your lunge. Shoulders over hips, lengthen spine, arms come up at straight line shoulder height. Warrior 2. Turning your gaze, looking towards your fingertips. Now keep breathing here, let that breath flow. If we find ever that we're forcing, holding the breath, we might be pushing ourselves a little too far. So paying attention to those signs, make sure we're not feeling pain, make sure that we can breathe. And we're feeling good. A perfect day for Sun Warrior. Let's go there. Hand to the back of your hamstring, reach the other arm to the sky, looking up at your thumb. And if you need more, slide that hand further down towards your calf, open your heart to the sky. And taking this to right angle, windmill the arms, forearm onto thigh, sweep that other arm up alongside your ear, reach out through the fingers, see how that stretch feels now on the other side. Might feel some differences from one side to another today. Now we need more, sink deeper into that lunge, hand down to your mat by the inside of your foot, but we don't want to reach back, we want to reach on that angle. If you're coming into that bind, take that arm over your back, other arm underneath as you clasp the hands. Lifting over your chest as you look to the sky. And as you bring your head back to center, hands can release from that bind. With our strength, come back up, push through your back foot, big step forward, woo, to the front of your mat. All right, we're gonna come back to mounting pose, but if you feel at this point you want a little sip of water, take that time, do that for yourself. I'm gonna grab a little sip as well. So joining me in your mounting pose, come right to the front of your mat. Lengthen your body, lift your heart. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, fold it forward. Set hands for plank, step, or hop back to plank. Now with the pregnancy option, you can come to tabletop or take it back into child's pose. If not, we're gonna come all the way down and stay here. Now uncurl your toes. We're gonna sit up for another back bend and work on that extension of the spine. So as we start with Sphinx, you can come up to your hands, forearms, and elbows. So your elbows are directly underneath the shoulders, hands, forearms are parallel apart. So that's the foundation of push here to keep the chest up as you look forward, and you can relax the lower body. This is more of a passive stretch, so if you are feeling a little winded, a little overheated, and need something a little more relaxing, you can stay with this back bend. Now if you're looking for a little bit more, want to utilize that strength of your backside, the posterior chain, then you can come to bow pose instead. Now if you're coming to bow, you'll need to come down from that Sphinx and bend your knees. You're going to take your hands, grab a hold of your feet or ankles. Now we don't stay here, this is not a back bend, we've got to use our strength and flexibility to lift up. So squeezing your butt, on your next inhale, lift up thighs, lift up chest, and look forward. Now if you're not getting that lift, you might decide to come back to Sphinx pose for that back bend. If not, you can stay here in your bow, looking forward. Now if you are in bow, nice and easy, lower thighs and chest down, hands can release, let the legs go back. And if you're in Sphinx, you can slide the hands forward, lower ribs, chest back down. Making your way to child's pose, hands to your mat under shoulders, press down through hands and knees, push the buttocks back, feet together, sit into the heels, and rest your forehead down. Close your eyes, relax and restore. Let's start to connect back now to that softer breath. In and out through the nose. Open your eyes and lift your forehead. You can walk your hands in towards you. Bring yourself to sit up to the heels. We're going to move now into some stretching for the shoulders, the chest, as well as the side of our neck. So let's face each other here. And if you're not comfortable with sitting onto the heels, you can maybe bring yourself to kneeling, or you can bring yourself to sitting with the legs crossed. But wherever we are, let's lengthen up through the spine. Find your best seated posture. Now here we can begin squeezing shoulder blades together. See if you can take your right hand today and reach and grab a hold of your left upper arm. If you're not able to, that's okay. Remember what we did in our sun salutations, the warm-up? You can interlace the fingers instead. Now we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, actively pull the shoulders down, and now tilt left ear to left shoulder. Even feel free to close your eyes so you can connect a little bit more to that sensation in stretching where you feel it in your body. Maybe you feel it more into the neck, or maybe it's more of the arm and shoulder. As you open your eyes, bring your head back to center. Let's release the arms. These muscles get really tight when we do a lot of this. Stress muscles. So really stretching out the scalenes, the upper traps. Let's try that on the other side. So squeezing shoulder blades together. Left hand grabs a hold of right upper arm or interlacing fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Draw the shoulders down. And then tilt right ear to right shoulder. Again, go ahead, close your eyes. Especially if you stare at a screen most of the day, that's a lot of strain on the eyes. So taking whatever opportunity you can in your day to close the eyes and rest those muscles. Open your eyes. You can bring your head back to center and release the arms. Let's stretch into the lower body. Majority of our stretches today, as mentioned, is going to be with a neutral spine because we don't want to do a lot of rounding to the back. So enjoying that nice long spine today, we're going to come to our frog pose to stretch the inner thighs and groin. So here you're going to bring yourself up to your hands and knees, and you're going to take your knees as wide as you can. Now, if you need extra cushion for the knees, or if you're on sand like me, or carpet, you might be fine. Okay? If you need more cushion, you can double up on your mat or fold the edges. We're going to flex the feet, so ankles in line with knees and toes face out to the sides. So knees as far apart as you can get them. Then you can make your way down onto the hands, forearms, and elbows. And a neutral spine and pelvis. So we want to avoid arching your back, rounding the back. So our gaze is going to look right between the hands or forearms. Relax through the lower body. You should feel a stretch there. If you do need more, just simply push your hands, forearms, and elbows and slide your tailbone straight back. You might find that you won't be able to slide back very far. You'll feel the end point, and that's where we're going to hold. Now as we release, slide yourself a bit forward again. Slide your feet together. Push your hips back. You can walk your hands in. Push through the hands. Now bring the knees in as you come on up. All right. Into our seated poses, we're going to get off our heels and slide the legs forward. Again, if you need a little sip of water, go grab that for yourself, and then we'll continue. Set up for a seated twist, we're going to start to work on the rotation now of the spine. So let's come right up to the sitting pose. body tilting back, you might just sit up on a yoga block just to help bring your body elevated, and that will help to bring your pelvis upright today. So here for our seated twist, we're going to take our right leg, cross it over the left, have our foot into our mat, and the knee faces up to the sky. You grab your shin, lengthen through the spine. Pregnancy option, you can stay here or turn the other way into an open twist, just to create space for the baby. Now let's take that right hand behind into our mat to support that good posture, and then that left arm can cross over as we press into the thigh. So we're going to inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and then exhale, start to twist through the spine, through your waist, upper back. Your neck is part of the spine as well, so we want to get that rotation as we look over our shoulder. We do have the option again to come into a bind, where that right arm comes around your back, towards the left thigh, and that other arm weaves through underneath the leg, and we clasp the hands together. If we're not there, that's okay. You can stay with that other option, continue to sit tall, continue to work on that rotation. Look forward, arms can release, and twist. Uncross the leg, stretch it forward. Let's take the left leg, cross it over, foot into your mat, grab the shin, start again, realign, bring that length to your body. Feels good to sit up straight. Then we're going to take left hand behind into your mat to support, and then right arm crosses over as you press to thigh. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, twist. Through the weight, upper back and neck. Stretch your eyes, look over your shoulders. And if you like that bind, bring that arm around the back towards thigh, and the other arm weaves through underneath as you clasp the hands together. And if we're starting to round our back, it's becoming too much, stay with that first option. Arms can release and then twist. Uncross the leg and stretch it forward. We're going to stretch in through the lower body, and to do that, we're going to do that down on our back. So bring yourself a little further ahead so you have room behind you. You can bend your knees and brace your abs one last time. You reach arms ahead, you can round the spine and slowly roll it down. I mean, all the way down to your back. Realign the spine. So we're going to start as we stretch into the back of the legs, the hamstrings. So extend your right leg up to the sky and flex the foot. Now here you can either bring a yoga strap around your foot or holding the back of the leg. Keeping the leg straight as we want to take that flexion out of the knee. All about lengthening today or extending, even side bending and twisting. Everything but flexion. So here, if it's available for your body, you can always slide the legs up. Feeling that stretch into the back of the leg. And as we stretch into that right hip and buttock, we're going to come to our supine option of pigeon pose. Bring that right ankle to left thigh, flex the foot, keep it flexed, and then take your hands and thread the needle, reach on in and grab a hold of your left hamstring. If you need a deeper stretch, you can pull that thigh closer in. Can release, lower your foot and cross the leg. Let's now extend the left leg up, leg straight, foot flexed, bringing that yoga strap around your foot or taking the hands, holding onto the back of the leg. it's available for your body. Slide the hands further up the leg. Getting a comfortable stretch. Want to make sure that our back, our head is staying down. Relax through the upper body. Taking into that supine option of pigeon pose. Hands can release. Bring your left ankle to right thigh. Keep the foot flexed. Then you can take the hands, thread the needle, reach on in, and grab a hold of that hamstring. You need a deeper stretch for this thigh. Pulling that closer in. Stretching that left hip and bucket. Big muscles here. Lower your foot and cross the leg. Again, reline pelvis and spine. We're going to move now into our Shavasana, relaxation and meditation. So if you need a blanket to drape over your body, a towel for the back of your head, or a pillow, take that time for yourself right now to settle into a comfortable position. And then join me when you're ready. So if you haven't already, go ahead and slide the legs forward, a bit further apart. Having your arms at your sides, drawing shoulders down from your ears as the palms face up to the sky. Once you find that comfortable position, go ahead, close your eyes. Soften your eyelids. Relax your jaw. Lips gently seal. Tongue resting gently on the palate of your mouth. Soften all the muscles of your face. And start to scan your body. The tips of your toes, all the way out to the crown of your head. Noticing areas you're holding on to, and finally letting go. Allow your mind to relax. Any thoughts you're still holding on to, putting your work day aside, and focusing on your breath. Allowing your mind and body to experience complete relaxation. For any healing that needs to take place to happen now. breath. Awaken your body as you wiggle your fingers and toes. Slowly rock your head from side to side. Giving a gentle massage to the back of your head. And releasing any last tension through your neck. And as your head comes back to center, you can slowly bend your knees, feet into your mat, and then draw your knees into your chest. And as you hug your knees in, give yourself a great big hug for taking the time to honor your mind, body, and spirit. And keeping your eyes closed, you can roll towards me into a fetal position. In your time, you can slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Lengthen your spine, lift your heart, and acknowledge the change within your mind and body. Maybe finding yourself more open here in better seated posture. Now let's end with a deep inhale, sweep our arms above our head, bring palms together, and as you exhale, draw them down to your heart center. The divine in me honors the divine in you. May there be peace in your heart and the world around you. Namaste. And thank you so much for joining me here this afternoon. We are here in the Romana Dominican Republic. Beautiful ocean. The sun is shining, and hopefully I brought in some sunshine into your day today. So you have a wonderful day, and anytime you might need these great poses and Pilates exercises to help strengthen your core and to help improve your posture and to feel good, then I'll be here for you. I'll see you next time. Take care.